Hello, welcome back to my channel. So Brittany and Ray are back for the spin-off of Life After Lockup. Brittany came out looking like a real housewife with her outfit in her confessional. But Brittany and Ray, they've been living together. He's yet to pop the question. And they went to go furniture shopping because they broke their bed when they were doing it a little too rough in the bedroom. And they told the furniture guy there, and he don't care. He's just there trying to make a commission. He don't care about all that. And then at the end of Love After Lockup, we saw that they're talking about the updates at the end of the show. They're saying Brittany was still waiting on the proposal from Ray, and they said Ray finally got a job. And then in this season of Life After Lockup, in the first episode, they asked Brittany how things have been going, and she says, well, we just been doing a lot of practicing for some baby making, and we're trying to get Ray a job so he can save up for an engagement ring. So I guess in the 4 months since they last filmed for Love After Lockup, he lost his job. I would like to know the story behind all that. Because I'm curious if he got a job, worked for a day, and couldn't do it and just gave up and hasn't worked for 4 months. Or has he been working for majority of the 4 months between filming and then he got laid off or something? I got questions. Especially Brittany. She's still talking about pushing and trying for a baby, but Ray don't even have a job right now. You think things are stressful with Ray not working right now. Things are going to be super stressful if you bring a baby into this world and Ray's still not working. So they're furniture shopping and they lay down on this bed that they're interested in. They get to talking and Ray says he's ready to get a job again so he can start making paychecks. He's tired of asking Brittany for money. And Brittany says, alright, good, as long as we're on the same page about everything. And she says, she was upfront about it, I want a ring. Brittany says she wants to get married soon, she wants the checks, and then she wants the ring coming in from Ray. And Brittany says, in a year, her and Ray are going to be married for sure. And in the next 5 years, they're going to be married with at least 2 or 3 kids, according to Brittany. And Ray was being realistic. He told Brittany, everything you want, it costs money. And we're not struggling right now, but I don't want to get in that position where we're in a bind. And Brittany, she's making it sound like she ain't going to be around in 2 years if she don't have a ring by then. She says, I'm not going to be your girlfriend in 2 years or be your baby mama. We're going to do things right. So finally, Ray dropped the bombshell on Brittany that he owes $143,000 in restitution to the government because he had some serious charges. If you guys aren't familiar with what he did that landed him in prison, him and some other guys he was friends with, they went around and robbed like 7 different Walgreens pharmacies in the Midwest area, like from Missouri to Texas. And they would like go in the drive-through window when they were closed and break the drive-through window and steal all kinds of pills. So for damaging 7 different Walgreens pharmacy drive-thrus and all the pills he stole from all the Walgreens pharmacies, so that would make sense why he would owe so much restitution, $143,000. And Brittany, her mouth dropped. She had no idea this man owed $143,000 to the government, and that makes it even more scary for her to marry him because if she marries him, she's also taking on his debt also. So if he ends up not getting a job and she marries him, they're going to go after her and expect her to pay for it. And Brittany asked Ray how much was he going to have to make payments of each month. He says he really has no idea. He's going to have to talk to his parole officer and get that all figured out once he does finally get a job. And Ray says he has to make sure he starts paying his restitution or he could get violated for his parole. And Ray said he didn't tell Brittany about his $143,000 of restitution because he didn't want her to get mad or upset. And Brittany says she's surprised that Ray's being so nonchalant about it. And now Brittany's scared to marry Ray because if she takes on that debt, that can ruin her credit. And apparently she must have good credit. And this restitution that Ray owes is just as much as college tuition for a master's and bachelor's and some. So I did some digging and I actually found the court documents and the sentencing documents, and Ray is actually telling the truth about his restitution. This is what the sentencing documents say from when he went to prison. It says the defendant, aka Ray, shall make restitution to Walgreens of Deerfield, Illinois in the total amount of $143,256.34. Restitution is due immediately and payable in full and is to be paid through the clerk. And then it says, if full restitution is not immediately paid, any amount owing during a period of incarceration shall be subject to payment through the Bureau of Prison Inmate Financial Responsibility Program. And if a prisoner is not eligible for that program, then they have to make minimum monthly payments of $25 a month while incarcerated. The probation office shall pursue collection of any balance remaining at the time of release in installments to commence no later than 30 days after the release. So that means within 1 month of being released, he has to begin making monthly payments of a minimum amount of $50 a month if he's going to make installments. I'm curious who was paying that $25 a month while he was incarcerated towards his restitution, and who's been paying this $50 a month. It's probably his family, since Britney obviously had no idea about it. So I'm curious how much Ray paid off of that $143,000 while he was locked up, or does he still have the full amount left? But I did the math, and if he pays his required $50 minimum monthly payment a month to his restitution, $50 a month, it will take him 2,860 months to get his restitution paid off. So if we divide that by 12, it will take him 238 years to get his restitution paid off if he pays off $50 a month. So if he's only making those minimum $50 a month payments, he ain't gonna get that restitution paid off in his lifetime. But if he starts paying off $5,000 here, $5,000 there, then he can hopefully get that restitution behind him. And you know, he says he didn't want to stress Britney out, that's why he didn't tell her. But come on, let's be honest, the real reason he didn't tell Britney that is because we know how much Britney wants to get married and have kids. She wouldn't have waited around for Ray to get out of prison. She would have gave up on him if she knew that he had $143,000 of restitution he has to pay, because it's going to be hard to get ahead with that. But at the same time, $50 monthly payments, that's not that bad. I thought he was going to have to pay a lot more than that each month. But that's it for this video. What do you guys think is going to happen with Brittany and Ray this season? I bet they end up getting engaged by the end of the season. I don't see Ray rushing into having kids and getting married, but she's pressuring him so much about the ring. I just got a feeling that he's going to give in by the end of the season and give her a hush ring pretty much. But shoot, if Wetv is going to pay for the wedding and the ring and the wedding dress, you better jump all on that, take advantage of that. But that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.